Colin, Carol, Steve, Margaret, Tony, Debbie, Graham, Janet are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
Shut that door.
Thank you, and welcome to another 55 minutes of fun, fast and furious, we hope, with some nice people to meet, some very funny games, and surprise guests popping in and out. And believe me, I don't know who they're going to be, I don't know what's going to happen, so just hang on. And I'd like to meet my best girl now, Isla St Clair.
The Stan Laurel thing, when I cut your tie. You'll never believe this, but it's true. I got letters.
I believe it if you tell me.
I got letters saying that I shouldn't cut your tie and I should be looking after you and all this kind of thing, so I was kind of worried about it.
Yeah.
So I went home, took the tie with me, and honest to goodness, I spent ages and ages, because I'm not really a soul.
Oh, well, you
know.
did.
And I did, and I managed to do it for you, and here it is.
Well, yeah, but Isla, you've done such a splendid job, and it's most kind of you.
I know.
You do know?
I do.
You take it back and
it?
get
Okay,
some put in my dressing room and, OK. I think she's going funny. No, really, she's acted very strange this last 2 days. I think it's the lemonade. Oh, well, hey-ho. So, Isla, could we meet our first contestants now who are going to play our generation game?
From Edinburgh, mother and son, Carol and Colin McRae.
Hello. How are you, Carol?
Fine, thank you.
All right, are you? Oh, now let's see. Oh, yes, I knew that. You're from Edinburgh.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Now, you're Carol McRae. Did you know Gordon McRae?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, no. I saw him in the Desert Song twice. And your parents were in Variety in the good old days and worked under the names of Harold Dane and Molly Melvin. Well, it's true, you know. I really did. I do remember your father. He played dames in Christmas pantomimes.
That's right.
Yes, I did for a long time, you know. I used to play Ugly Sister in pantomime, but as I got better looking... I don't care. And it said here that one of your most memorable moments in your life came on the ghost train. Yes. That was at the fairground.
That's right, yes.
What happened, Carol?
My bag fell off my knee and went underneath the wheel of the train. And so, of course, there was no electricity and the train stopped. And we had to go through the tunnel and come out the door that the train should have come out of.
No. Did you walk down there?
Right,
and with all those coffins and skeletons and everything,
That's
was it
right.
awful? Of course, the same thing happened to me years ago, you know, but hello. I was was your son? Seems like a nice boy. And, I've even met him yet. And the same thing happened to me when I was... it was in the Tunnel of Love. Well, it's in the Tunnel of Love, and the boat tipped up. And that's another story. But, well, my sweetheart, there you are. Now we come to you, and not before time. Now, it says here, you're Colin McRae, and you're engaged to Evelyn and hope to get married next year. Is that right? Yes, so do I. And that motel has been closed for so long. And keep sending the money. And it says, you are? Huh? I thought you were going to say something to me.
No, it's okay. No, carry on.
Oh, yeah. Fancy. And it said here, you're very keen on karate, and you reached the position of a green belt. That means they can't build on you. And... It says here that you had to give it up because of the expenses involved in getting married. You had to choose between the boxing ring and a wedding ring. Isn't it romantic? Doesn't it want to make you throw up? Well, actually, see, it's written down for me, you see. He's got to go soon, that scriptwriter. It says here, when you were small, it said you were mad about the black and white minstrels and sat glued to the TV whenever they appeared. Yes, you liked them, did you? Ah, what memories. Musical names like Di Francis and John Bolter.
By the light, by the light, by the light of the silvery moon, of the silvery moon.
Ah, very good. Very, very good. Well, Colin, there are your idols. It is Di Francis. This is Colin, and this is John Bolter. Hello to Colin. You see, you never thought we could do that, did you?
I never expected that.
No, and it's very nice for you both to drop in. Thank you so much.
Real pleasure to be here.
It's lovely. Bless your hearts. Thank you very much. Di Francis and John Bolter, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's so nice having you here, all the way from Scotland. I know Isla's pleased. So now, if you both go and sit over there, away you go. And Isla, could we meet our next contestants who are going to play our generation game?
From the West Midlands, mother and son, Margaret and Steve Fitter.
Hello. Mother and son. You look like brother and sister. You do. Now, you're Margaret Fitter from Shirley, which I know very well. It's in Birmingham, you know. So the best holiday you've ever had in your life was 8 weeks in Australia. And it said you had... But while you were over there, you had one nasty moment, came when you were grabbed by an extremely large kangaroo.
That's right.
Ooh, stop laughing. Who wouldn't let you go until... You gave him your bag of crisps.
No,
what happened? Tell me.
I was feeding him some crisps out of a bag, you see.
Yeah.
And they're very tall, these kangaroos, and they've got
Well,
great
I know.
big hands with nails on. And he put both his hands out to grab the bag, and I thought he was going to grab me.
Yeah.
And he grabbed all my T-shirts, scratched all my stomach, and I panicked, you see, and I
Thought you
thought he was
would.
going to run off with me.
Or when it just like Fay Rain, King Kong. Of course, the same thing happened to me, you know. The same thing happened... Yes, with Rolf Harris when he'd had 4 lagers. I don't care. Tell the world. And it said you went to Henley in Arden market just before Christmas to get a turkey, but you came away with a live one, and it travelled home with you in your car, looking out of the window.
That's right. It sat in the car seat with its legs tied, and every time I pulled up, it kept going like this through the window.
Of course, I mean, some parts of the Midlands, you know, that really is a turkey's delight. And, of course, some parts are very paltry, but... and my scriptwriter's getting the bird in the morning. That's the finish to that. So, always wear green, it's you. Now, you are Steve. Yes, you're Steve, and you're from Shirley, of course. And this is Steve... oh, you were 21 yesterday. Yes. Well, happy birthday. Yes. Well, there's one thing, you won't need the key to any of our doors. My door's always open. And it's in here. What riffraff in the audience tonight? It said you work in an insurance brokers in Birmingham on the motor side. And, because I had an open tourer, and I was never fully covered. And it said, you get a lot of strange answers from people. So do I, Steve. And it said, when you asked one customer, what make is your car, he said metal. You play football every Sunday. Yeah. Well, I used to get all my surplus covered in mud. And... It said you had a trial for Aston Villa. Yeah. So did I. And I saw the film with Wallace Beery. It was called Viva Villa. Well, it's so nice to have you on the program. Well, all of you. And we've got 4 more nice people, I'm sure, to come on after. So, Isla, could you now tell us about our first game?
On our special edition of the Generation Game from Scarborough, we had a game with a super team of young people, and they were called the Great Britain Synchronised Swimming Team. Now, they're all here with us tonight, up in the gallery, with their trainer, Sue Gledhill. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Hannah.
You're there, I see you. After you'd been with us in Scarborough, remember you were going off to Germany. You were going to compete. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Was it international sort of competitions?
Yeah, we were going out to compete in a youth international, and we came back with all the gold medals.
I thought you might. You were great. You certainly deserve it. Well done. It's nice to see you all here again tonight. See you later anyway. And tonight, our first game is with another team of young people, and they're also top of their particular sporting field. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the British Modern Rhythmic Gymnastics team.
You are Jenny Buck. Now, Jenny, how long have you been training the girls?
3 or 4 years now.
These particular girls?
Yes.
But, of course, you've had many other girls as well.
Yes, we have.
I see.
Through,
and
yes.
I understand there are 2 champions
yes,
here.
we have the senior and the junior British champions
And
here
they
today.
are...
Yes, Sharon.
Sharon.
Is the senior champion.
Yes.
And... the tall girl behind her, Lynette. She's the junior champion.
Very good for you. Wonderful. So, if you'll go to there, yes. Jenny, and do some marking, and then I'll call you back in a little while. All right? So, will you two... you over there. You go over there. OK, Ronnie. darling. Over here, Carol. All right, now you get down like that. Best you go. All right, Colin. Get down. That's it. Oh, you. That's fine. That's where you go. Okay, Ronnie. Very good. Okay, over you go. That's splendid. All right. Okay, over here, Margaret. So, all right, Sharon. Okay, Ronnie. Very good. All right, Steve. All right, Margaret. Right. Just follow Lynette. Steve, are you sure you're all right like that? Sure. Okay? Oh, come on, Jenny. Oh, dear. I wonder where you got to. And then she couldn't get back. I thought, was she coming back? I was terrified. Now, Jenny, what about that?
I think they all got rather tied up with
but aren't they marvellous sports,
they had
though?
a really good go, yes.
You were so good. How many marks for Colin and Carol?
I think they made a very good effort, and they should have 10.
They should have 10.
Out of 12.
10 out of 12. Oh. And of course, we lost Margaret almost. She almost disappeared. And Steve, but very marvellous fun and sports. Now, how about that?
Yes, I'm afraid we rather lost the ball on that one. And I think out of 12, 8.
8 out of 12. All right. Thank you. Thank you, the British Modern Rhythmic Gymnastic Team and Jenny Bott for coming in. Thank you, Jenny, very much.
Thank you.
So, Isla, could you tell us the scores on the doors?
Carol and Colin have 10 points, and Margaret and Steve 8 points.
And so now, could you tell us... So, could you tell us now, Isla, about our second game?
Many screen partnerships are associated with particular films, like Bogart and Bergman in Casablanca. So that's the idea of our game. Now, over here, if you just stand over there a wee bit and I'll get in. Over here on the boards are 6 film titles. And what we want you to do is to put in the 2 stars that are associated with each film. Now, all the stars you need are here, and there's also some stars you don't need. So you've got 30 seconds to match the 2 stars together, put them in the correct box here with the film title below it, and the seconds start ticking away now.
All right, Isla. Now, who have you for number 1?
We have Julie Andrews and Rex Harrison in My Fair Lady.
Well, we have Rex Harrison and Julie Andrews, but of course it was Rex Harrison and Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady. So they get 1 point. You get 1 point because you got Rex Harrison. All right. Now for number 2, Isla, you have.
We have for Hynum Gary Cooper and Julie Christie.
Well, you get 1 because Gary Cooper was in it, but we get 2 because it's Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly, so they're both right. Number 3, Isla.
For number 3, we've got Sean Connery, another Edinburgh man, and we have Honor Blackman.
And we have Sean Connery and Honor Blackman, and that's perfectly right. So it's 2 each. And for number 4...
We've got Greer Garson and...
Well, that's Walter Pidgeon, but it is.
Is it Walter Pidgeon?
Yeah.
Yes, so it is.
Yeah, that was a mistake, because it's Omar Sharif and Julie Christie, and that's what we've got here. So, that's right. And for number 5, Mrs. Miniver...
Well, an unlikely pair, Omar Sharif and Ursula Andress.
We've got Walter Pidgeon and Greer Garson. In the film, it was Walter Pidgeon, and Greer Garson was the memorable Mrs. Miniver. So that's right. And the last 2...
Well, we certainly have got an odd couple here.
What have you got?
We've got Grace Kelly and Jack Lemmon.
Yeah. Well, we have Jack Lemmon and Malta Matthew and the odd couple. And, of course, it was Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthew. And so that's... to you 2 points. So that's it. So can we all come down here? You see, my favourite film was The Glass Mountain with Michael Dennison and Dulcie Gray. But of course... Oh no! Oh my goodness me! Oh no! I didn't know! Oh Michael! Oh, well, what a lovely surprise. Well, honestly, I didn't know at all. Oh,
lovely to see you.
Oh, thank you very much. And I really meant that, you know. It was one of my favourite films, The Glass Mountain. You must all remember it.
It was, actually. Yes.
Yes.
My mum got your autograph.
No, I'm not at all. And Michael, the lovely music.
The lovely music, yes.
What a lovely surprise. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, Michael. Thank you very much.
Out of it.
And that's fine, OK? Thank you very much. So, Isla, could we have the scores on the doors?
The names in the frames are Carol and Colin, and they have 21 points, and Margaret and Steve have 13 points.
So we have to say goodbye to
Margaret and Steve.
Margaret and Steve.
But of course, you do take away your doors, but where's your shoes?
I've left them.
Oh,
We'll collect. Don't you worry about that. OK, away you go over there. See you later, Steve. Bye-bye. Over there. And now, Isla, could we meet our next contestants who are going to play our generation game?
From Somerset, father and daughter, Tony and Debbie Wolfe.
Hello. You all right, are you?
Yeah, fine.
Now, you are Tony Wolfe. Oh, dear. Tony Wolfe from Shepton Mallet.
That's right.
And in glorious Somerset where the cider comes from. And you are a greengrocer, and that's wonderful. You know, you've got cauliflower ears and turnips on his trousers. And I just thought I'd say that. I don't know why I do these things sometimes. They just come out. I just open my mouth and they just come. I wish they didn't. And, so when you were a lad, your father sent you to get some cucumbers for his market stall, and the barrow overturned on the cobblestones, snapping most of the cucumbers into 3 or 4 pieces.
That's right.
So did you have cucumber sandwiches for tea for weeks after? Because I like cucumber sandwiches for tea. When the vicar comes round to see me, you know, it's always cucumber sandwiches and fairy cake. And the odd sponge finger. And, sometimes we have a Viennese whirl. Oh, yes. OK, Tony, it's nice to have you with us. And now you're Debbie Wolfe, and you're a wages clerk in a shoe manufacturer's. Yeah. And you're 19. Oh, you look very young for 19.
Thanks very much.
You do. Like Jane Withers. And you drive your own Mini, which is covered in fur. It must look like a small bear.
No, on the inside.
Oh, on the inside? Oh, I thought it was on the outside. Yeah, me. And it said, you have a habit of putting your head in a drawer whenever you become embarrassed. Do you?
Oh, my face goes all red. So
Does
I
it?
think I did right the way.
Bring that sideboard on. And it said you love disco dancing and you've invented a new step called falling on your face in the middle of the floor. But we ought to be partners. Because I'm terrible. I'm terrible. If you saw me do the Velita, you'd go out of your mind. And did you remember me doing the Groovers, the Grayson Groovers last year? Well, you know, with Joan Fluitt. Well, of course, you saw me do that. Well, because people still write about it. They still write about it in agony columns. Well, there you are, darling. And over you go, Tony and Debbie over there. And I'll be with you in a little while. And now... And I could admit our last contestants are here to play our generation game.
From Cheshire, uncle and niece Graham Evans and Janet Hinchcliffe.
Hello. I know now, you are... It's you first, isn't it? Oh, that's you. Well, you're the eldest, aren't you? Get that dog out of here at once. No, we got some rats about, and we have these dogs in to ferret them out. And I said, don't do it during the programme. Because they take no notice of me. I'm the last to be considered, you know. You're a hell of a nice when it's dropped. Now, you spent your honeymoon night in a hospital because you got food poisoning on your bachelor night party.
Yeah.
Really? Because when Slack Alice married her first husband, you know, he took very ill. He did. He took very, very... and it didn't start till the vicar said you can now kiss the bride. And he went all to pieces. He never got back together. And it says here, Graham, it says you've been both a bus conductor and a bus driver, and when you were late, you'd make up time by not stopping at bus stops. Now, I wonder... I know. But I wonder what... a bus inspector think of that. I mean, some would...
I hate it.
Now, what are you going to say about that, then?
Evans, he would make Butler look like an angel.
He would.
They never say good heavens to you. He was so slow on the cemetery gates run that the funerals used to get out and walk.
Inspector Blakey, thank you for popping in, and it's nice to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lewis. Nice to see you. And now, lastly, you are Janet Hinchcliffe. What?
Hinchcliffe.
Oh, Hinchcliffe. Oh, I see. It's the C before the L. Hinchcliffe.
No, Hinchcliffe, there's no second C.
There's what?
There's no second C. It's Hinchcliffe.
Is that wrong?
That's wrong.
Could I speak to the girl that typed this out? Well, it said, so there's a C before the L. Is that right? So I suppose
No, there's a C before the H, but no C before the H-I-N-C-H-L-I.
Meanwhile, back in the castle. We'll talk it over afterwards. It's too much, isn't it, Graham? I can't do... Do you get the same thing, you know? I like a good straightforward name. I do like Jones or Thompson. Don't you? Or Farquhar. And that'll be cut as well. Now... You don't have to get your money's worth here. They don't get this on Saturday night, you know. All the acts. You know that. Now, so when you helped your family to build an extension to your house, you got your feet stuck in the cement foundations. And your shoes are there until this day. Well, of course, you know, there's a place in Hollywood where this happens. You know, like Clark Gable's feet and Sozzle Durante's nose, and you know all that. They say Oliver Reed will never go there again. And, there you are, and everything's all nice and cosy. And so, Isla, could you now tell us about our third game?
Maybe some of you know, but I've been very lucky this year because I've had a chance to be filming on a Welsh hill farm, and it's been just smashing. The farm's owned by a family called the Thomases, and they've got a super dog, a collie dog, that I've gotten very attached to, and his name's Bob. And he's a wee bit like the dog that's sitting right beside me here. His name's Boss. And they're just super dogs, the Border Collies, one of my favourites. They're loyal and they're very intelligent. So I'm very attached to him, and I'm also very attached to his 5 friends that he's got with him tonight. And what we want you to do at home is we want you to identify the breeds of the 5 pedigree dogs you're going to see now. And let's see the first 4-legged friend.
I thought it was Stephen Lewis back. And dog number 2... Dog number 3. Dog number 4. Dog number 5. All right, Isla, what have you for dog number 1?
Janet and Graham have put down an Irish wolfhound.
An Irish wolfhound, and we have an Irish wolfhound too, and it is...
A Scottish deerhound.
A Scottish deerhound. And what's his name?
Upend Otho.
Upend Otto. Yes. Thank you for bringing him along. Thank you so much. And for dog number 2, Isla?
Number 2, we have a boxer.
A boxer? Well, we have a bulldog. A bulldog, and it is...
A bull mastiff.
A bull mastiff. And is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
It's a girl, and what's her name? Hello, sweetheart. Hello, darling.
Honey.
Her name's Honey. Oh, she's lovely. Thank you very much for bringing her along.
Pleasure.
OK, fine. It's whatever for number 3, Isla.
For number 3, we have a miniature chihuahua.
And we have a little husky.
It's beautiful.
But it is.
A Pomeranian.
It's a Pomeranian, and what's her name?
The dearest memory of Mo.
But what do you call her?
Diddy Man.
Diddy Man. What a delightful name. Thank you so much for bringing her in. Thank you very much. And for doggy number 4...
Oh dear.
What's that?
We have Dougal.
Well, we have Dougal as well, but I thought it was Patty Boulay. Sorry, Patty, if you're looking in, but, you know, it's the hair. You know, I don't mean you look like it, but it's the hair that reminded me, you know. And now, is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
How can you tell? She's a Euratolite, of course. But, somebody rattled me once. And what's his name?
His name is English, Hungarian and Polish champion Kajkos Chipaskolkas.
Thank you for bringing him in.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. And lastly, Isla.
We have a Great Dane.
And we have a Great Dane, and it is a great
Dane.
And is lovely. And what's his name?
Champion calls engine Gulliver.
Eh?
Gulliver.
You call him Gulliver? Easy to see why. He's such a lovely dog. He's beautiful. Thank you so much for bringing him in. It's very kind. Thank all our friends for being all them to all right. All right. And it's lovely because, you know, I'm a doggy man myself, and I have the
Surprise!
Oh!
You know who this is?
This is my own doggy. This is Arthur Marshall, and the. There's been a lot written about Arthur. Look at the front, sweetheart. A lot writes about it, and children write to me and send him presents and things, and they all say, when are we going to see Arthur Marshall on television? Well, here he is, and he's 3 years old, and he's been a very good boy, and he's very quiet. And
why do you call him Arthur Marshall?
Well, I call him Arthur Marshall because one of the funniest men I've ever met in my life was a gentleman called Arthur Marshall, and he writes books, and he writes in the New Statesman every week.
Oh, isn't he taken over from...
Yes, he's taken over from Patrick Campbell in... Call My Bluff. I like to think he's one of my best friends. Oh, no! Oh, Arthur! Oh, I can't believe it.
All the way from Devon, and a present from our village of gypsy cream.
Arthur, I'm delighted to see you. You're not going to rush off, are you?
No, not
Oh, no,
at
nice to
all.
see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arthur Marshall. Oh. What are the scores on the doors, Isla?
Well, Tony and Debbie have 2 points, and Graham and Janet 2 points.
Fine, that's great. And now could you tell us about our fourth game, Isla?
On the very first generation game that Larry and I ever did, we had a game with making chalky hens, just like this one here. Super, isn't it? Well, tonight, what we're going to do is make a chocolate bunny. And the man who's going to show us how to do it is going to show us how to make a funny bunny, Mr. Peter Luder.
Hello, Peter. Very nice to see you. And you're going to make now
a bunny head.
A bunny...
Just a head.
Just a bunny head?
Yes.
All right, Peter, off you go.
Thank you.
All right.
We start by making the marzipan cheeks. This will be the nose, and we just press them flat. And we'll just mark them a little bit here. Now we get into the chocolate.
You have to put plenty on, do you, Peter?
Yes.
Put plenty
Yes.
on, so it'll, you know...
This is the chocolate. That's the color. And these 2 half eggs, they will be the ear. Now these 2 half eggs, that's the head. And before we put it on, we put a nice blob on top to make the ears stick. Yes, plenty, and we don't want to be short of a bit of chocolate. Now we put this on the base, and while we put this on the base, we put the bow tie in at the same time.
Don't forget the bow tie, Peter.
I just wipe my hands.
Yeah.
And we put the cheeks on. Right. And now the ears can go into position. Like that.
Can you sit all right?
Now, we'll put in the eyes on. And as he's a rabbit, 2 teeth might be appropriate. And there's his nose. And the specs. And here are his eyes. Now, he's got problem with short-sighted, but he's also losing his glasses all the time. So, I thought this might be...
So we'd have a change. All right, Peter. You'll go over there and you come back and do some marking. Over you go, Peter. Now, will you get your aprons on as quickly as you can? Go to your places, put your aprons on, and yes, you can. You have 1 minute, 30 seconds to make a rabbit's head, and it starts now. All right? Put plenty of chocolate on because it helps it to stick. Get plenty of chocolate on because after it's all over, Isla eats the lot. She said once it was going to an old folks' home, and I went round to the home. It was hers. All right, Peter. There we are. All right, Peter, now, what about this one?
Yes.
It looks like something from radar with the ears, you know. So what do you think?
It's unfinished, unfortunately. We give it 2 for try.
You give it 2 for
Out of
try,
5,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
you did. It's very difficult. Now, what about she got everything on it?
Yes, the wrong way round, some of the things I...
Yeah, well, the ears are wrong.
Yes, the ears are definitely wrong. They're going backwards.
Yes,
you know.
well...
But 3.
It happens. It happens.
I think.
You give it 3, Peter.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
Peter. Over here.
Oh, this is rather nice.
Well, it's different.
Yes.
So how many points?
I will give it 4.
You give it 4. Very generous. Very. And for this?
This one, if it was finished, would be rather nice. We'll give it 3.
You give it 3?
Yes.
OK. Peter Luder, thank you for coming in for such a delightful game. It's so nice to see you again. Thank you very much. Peter Luder, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. All right. We'd like to do longer, but we can't, otherwise we should run into Secret Army. Anyway, could you tell us the scores on the door?
Names in the frames are Tony and Debbie with 7 points and Graham and Janet 9 points.
So, Graham and Janet.
You don't go away empty-handed. You take... Wait a minute. You take away a generation game door each, of course. And you take that back with you.
OK, that's right.
Yes?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here we go. Here we go. Over there. And now, Isla, could you tell us about our final game?
Our final game tonight certainly has a touch of class. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Teddy Piro and Patricio.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Tonight, amigos, we have a very special game. Actually, it's a mixture of a game and a trick.
That's right, it's a tricky game.
Yes. And my twin brother is going to show you what you have to do.
Yes, well, it's very simple. All you need is 2 ordinary spatulas, 5 ordinary glasses, and some ordinary playing cards. The object of the game is also very simple. You put the cards on top of the glass, and then the glass on top of the card.
This looks difficult, but it is. By the way, another rule, you use only one hand.
Well, that's right. You don't use your left hand at any time.
Unless you're left-handed.
In which case, you use your right hand.
And if you are ambidextrous,
you use your mouth.
Right.
And the last one is the most difficult.
Yes. This is the one that worries me.
It worries you.
Oop.
That's not all.
No, not yet. Not yet. Now I have to undo this mess. Get the whole thing the other side. That's why we have 2 cards. To get the spatula in between the 2 cards. And there we go, like that. There, can you get that card? Tap. Now again, make sure that the spatula is between the two cards and take a chance. Like that. As you can see, this could happen to anybody. It's a shame that happened to me. And here we go again. Now is when I become a hero, or everybody boo. Yes. And one is over.
Teddy, Kira,
Yes,
and
Lord,
Patricia, how are you? All right?
All right,
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry about the glass, I know.
No, don't worry about it. Now, you're going to come back and do some marking for us. So away you go and come back and in a minute. Okay?
Absolutely.
Right? Over you go.
Time to choose a door, and whoever gets the longer door has the choice of going first or second.
So draw for the doors.
That's it. That's good. Draw for the doors.
Draw for the doors.
Well,
Ah!
Oh, you have the choice. What do you think then? Carol, you want to go first?
You're going to go first, are you?
Brave Scots lady.
Well, as always, you two go and rest in my room. And as always, I'm terrified because I don't know who's behind here, and I really don't. So we'll just have a look, and here we go. Hello. How are you? How are you? You are like my producer. Nice to see you, and give me love to Jerry Cottle.
That's it.
And here we go. Okay, come on, come on. Okay. Come on, Carol and Colin. Over you go. You have 2 minutes, and it starts now. All right, okay. No. Fine, great. That's it, Carol. That's it. Very good, very good. All right, Colin. Right, all right, done. That's all right. Steady, Colin. That's it, darling. That's... Okay. Steady, Colin. Oh, my goodness me. Okay, it's okay. Come on, I'll do it. Come on. You're okay. That's it. Now. No, it's all right. It's okay. Quickly, do it again. Quickly. No, under the glass. Quick. It's okay. Okay, you're all right. No, that's it, love. That's fine. That's it. That's... She did it! Yeah. Fine, great. Lovely. All right, now you got to get it down. Get between the thing, Colin. Take your time. Right, at least you got them there. Steady, Colin. Oh, that's it. Oh, all right. All right, so you all got your hands all steady and nice. Yeah. All right. That's it. Now you have 2 minutes, and it starts now. Graham. It's a pretty tune, isn't it? It's another two, sweetheart. No, you must take your time, darling. That's it. Okay, and the glass. It's like getting fish out of the tank. Are you all right, darling? That's it. Take your time, sweetheart. Oh, yeah, no, all right. All right, Graham. Don't touch Graham. Must be one hand. Oh, you're all right. No, don't try to throw them on, sweetheart. I should knock it back just a little bit. That's it, right? Okay. This is your big moment. Don't do it again. Come on, quickly. No, do it. Now, don't throw it, sweetheart. Just let it slide. Let it slide. No. No, sweetheart. All right. Okay. Bye. Come on. All right. So, Isla. Teddy. Teddy, now, what about that?
It was a very, very close contest.
Well, I thought, it's very difficult to do, for the first time, I think. So now you do...
It was a great show of guts.
Well, I think so. Yes, it's a lot of effort. So now, what about Colin and Carol?
I have to give them 18 out of 20.
18 out of 20, that's it. Good. And... Graham and Janet.
For showmanship and the rest, I had to give them 1 point less.
1 point less. I see. Well, that's the game. That's the way we have to play it. And so, Teddy Piero and Patricia, your son, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. Teddy Piero and Patricia, ladies and gentlemen. Try it, so come on, darling, we'll try it. All right?
Now, who's going first?
I think you should go first.
I'll pick up the cards.
Yeah,
I'll do a glass then.
Yeah, right.
Cards, okay? That's good. Temptation. You've got quite a steady hand, you know. Considering. kitchen.
I knew it was too good to be true. Don't worry, one day before this series ends, I will do something right. You just wait and see. It could be Christmas Eve, I don't know. So Isla, tell us the scores on the doors.
The Frames, Carol and Colin with 18 points, and Graham and Janet 17 points.
Well, I'm afraid that we have to lose Graham and Janet, and we're very sorry to see you go. But what have we got for Graham and Janet?
A ladies' manicure set and 2 super port and sherry decanters, and of course the Generation Game doors they'll take away.
Graham, the great friend of the Well, here you are, Colin and Carol. This is your big moment. And congratulations on getting this far, because it's a trauma. And here are the end questions, and it's the first of the best of 3. All right, Colin? And the first question is, what is the drink sake made from?
Rice.
Right. What is the name of the major British dog show?
Cross.
Right, you've got it. There you are. Oh, splendid. And what have we for Colin to take back home to Scotland with him?
It's a tumble dryer, some nice towels inside it, and of course the Generation Game door.
Oh, well. Colin, thank you so much. Yeah, you will. And so Carol and I are now going to take the route to the loot. Here we go. All right, Carol, you know the game. All the presents that go by, remember as many as you can, and they will be yours to take home with you. And the 45 seconds, it starts now.
And on Larry's conveyor belt tonight, a box of chocolates, an automatic tea maker, 6 bottles of white wine, a radio cassette, a slow cooker, a pink elephant, a food mixer, a selection of chutneys, an electric blanket, a pine corner unit and biscuit tins, an infratonic lamp, a candelabra, an infrared grill, 3 copper saucepans, a dartboard, a set of storage jars, a barometer, a toaster, a tea set and tea, a selection of spring bulbs.
All right, Carol. This is your big moment, Carol, and you have 45 seconds, and it starts now.
There was a toaster, an infrared lamp,
the chocolates.
The chocolates. There was wine.
Food
there was
mixer.
a food mixer. There was
Electric blanket.
Electric blanket, wine, a cuddly toy.
Cuddly toy.
A dartboard. Candelabra and china. There was a wooden thing.
And the cupboards, the chutney.
And there was chutney. Saucepans, an infrared
And the barometer
grill,
clock.
A barometer.
Yeah. Saucepans.
6 saucepans. A tea maker.
Tea maker.
And there was a chocolate
Toaster.
An infrared.
Infrared, yes.
Elephant.
The infrared thing.
Yes.
The elephants. Tea set. Yeah. She didn't get a lot. Not a lot you got. There we go. Good night, God bless. See you next week, same time. Good night, I love you very much. Good night.
St. Clair.